If you've been gardening for a while, you already know that some of the best tools aren't the expensive ones. They're the ones hiding in your backyard, tossed behind the shed, or forgotten in a corner. Today, I want to share one of my favorite "why didn't I try this earlier" gardening tricks, and yes, it involves an old plastic bucket lid. Most gardeners assume rice is difficult to start, or that you need a flooded paddy or a big greenhouse to grow it successfully. But what if I told you that with nothing more than a discarded bucket lid, a handful of soil, and some rice seeds, you can create one of the most efficient little rice seedling nurseries right at home? Trust me, after you try this once, you'll never start rice seedlings any other way. Don't bury them deeply, instead, scatter them evenly, almost like sowing lawn grass. Rice does best when lightly covered, so sift a very thin layer of soil over the seeds, just enough to shade them from direct sunlight. After that, spray the surface with water using a sprayer or fine mister. Avoid pouring water directly, as it can displace the seeds. Your aim is gentle moisture, not a mini flood. Once moistened, cover the lid loosely with a piece of transparent plastic or a thin cloth. This covering helps hold humidity and warmth, turning your simple bucket lid into a mini greenhouse. Here's the part beginners sometimes struggle with, but don't worry. I've made it easy for you. Rice seedlings want consistent moisture, not dryness and not swamp conditions. Think of the soil as a wrung-out sponge, soft, moist, never muddy. Check your lid daily. If the surface looks dry, mist it lightly. If it's still damp, leave it alone. Overwatering can actually slow germination by suffocating the seeds. During warm days, remove the plastic cover for an hour or two to prevent overheating. That little bit of airflow helps prevent mold, which rice seedlings are surprisingly prone to in their early stages. Within 3 to 5 days you'll start seeing green threads pushing up through the soil. It's one of those gardening joys that never gets old. Once the seedlings are up, their needs change slightly. They still want moisture, but now they crave light. Move your bucket lid nursery into bright but indirect sunlight for the first week of growth. Too much direct heat early on can scorch young shoots. As the seedlings grow taller, usually after 7 days, gradually introduce them to stronger, direct sunlight. Rice loves heat and sun, so this hardening off period prepares them for permanent planting outdoors or in containers. Keep misting as needed, but avoid saturating the soil. At this stage, the seedlings develop strong, fibrous roots. By the time they reach 4 to 6 inches tall, they'll be healthy, vibrant, and ready for transplanting. The bucket lid method gives you compact, uniform seedlings that transplant beautifully. The best time to move them is when they're about 2 weeks old, or, approximately 4 inches tall. At this stage, their roots are well established but not yet tangled. To lift them, just gently loosen the soil surface with your fingers, and separate the seedlings in small clusters. Rice actually grows better in pairs or small groups. Plant them into your prepared rice bed, container, or paddy at about 6 inches apart. Water them generously after transplanting to reduce shock. With this method, you'll notice how quickly they settle in and begin new growth. One of the main advantages of using a bucket lid is the shallow seedbed environment. Rice seedlings grow stronger when their roots can spread sideways before going downward. Deep trays often encourage vertical roots too early, weakening the plant's base. The lid shape maintains warmth and uniform moisture across the entire seed surface. Together, these create an ideal germination environment, just like the natural edges of rice paddies. Plus, the lid is light, portable, and easy to move, based on weather conditions. It's one of those low-tech tricks that outperforms store-bought trays almost every time. Using an old bucket lid isn't just resourceful, it's sustainable. You're reducing waste, repurposing something that would normally end up in a landfill, and, honestly, proving once again that gardening thrives on creativity. Every gardener has a little inventor inside them. This method is a reminder that the most unexpected household item can become a powerful tool in your garden, if you look at it the right way. So next time you see an old, lonely bucket lid lying around, don't throw it away. Grab it, dust it off, and turn it into your new rice seedling nursery. It's simple, it's effective, and best of all, it gives you results that rival any professional gardening gear. If you love clever, practical, and down-to-earth gardening hacks like this one, you're in the right place. This is Soil Stories, where we turn small ideas into big harvests. Before you go, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this with another gardener who'd love to try growing rice right at home. There's always more to learn, and more soil stories to tell.